One thing to be aware of and master to live the life of your dreams, to live the life that you're meant to be living, is communication, I believe. Welcome to episode 17 of Artist and Savage. My name is Slava, and everything is communication, if you really think about it. People think of communication as, for example, me talking to you guys right now, it's communication, or you having a conversation, words, dialogues. This is communication. But I believe everything is communication. Everything in your inner world and outer world is communication. Well, let's start in the inner world. I heard Dr. Joe Dispenza say that 90% of people's thoughts are the same thoughts they have from day to day. So that means they're having the same stories, the same thoughts, the same ideas. And, these thoughts, these ideas, these stories people tell themselves determine the behaviors, the actions, and ultimately the results and the life people live in their outer world. Think about it. And it's not the other way around, because someone may say, well, I think like this because this happened to me. But isn't it interesting that you can take like two people and there's the same thing that happens to these people, and they have completely different stories that they tell themselves about it, completely different outcomes in the way they see and the way they have internal dialogue for themselves. That's your communication. That's your inner world communication. Also, what do we do, when we have a bad day or we have a problem? What do? We usually either keep it to ourselves and try to just work it out in our head, or we go and talk to someone close to us, like a friend or a family member. And what usually happens to us? I don't know about you, but for me, what usually happens, I feel better just letting it out, just letting these thoughts out, whether it's a problem, whether it's just, bad emotion, talking to someone about it. You instantly feel better about it after communicating. And if it's a problem, what happens usually, you actually come to a solution. You have a certain breakthrough there. That's communication right there. That happens to me all the time. When I have an idea for a project, whether it's in business or it's my, in art, whatever I'm doing with this brand, or, any of my music or stories or ideas that I write, what I'm writing, I am, putting it together in my head by myself. But after I have an open conversation about this idea, what happens is I either fine-tune these ideas, and I find new ideas right in the moment of communicating. It happens this thing called serendipity. You get this inspiration hitting you right at that moment as you're saying it. That's communication. And when a person gets on the journey, that's communication. I'm not gonna get tired saying that thinking of yourself as a hero on the journey is the best map to get to the life that you're meant to be living, to get to your dream life, to achieve a certain dream desire that you have, certain goal. Because what is it? When you get on that journey, it's like you open the dialogue. You open the dialogue with the outer world. You start seeing these challenges, you start seeing these fears, and you start communicating, and in that communication, you find breakthroughs. That's what happens to me all the time. I'm documenting my journey in front of you as I go. And, as I am battling these challenges and overcoming these fears as I go, I see new challenges, I see new fears, I see new dragons to slay, and what I also see, I see more clearly this life that I'm meant to be living. My passion becomes more clear, because when I started this project, Artist and Savage, I had an idea. Okay, I like to make music, I like to talk, I like to write. But just today, this morning, as I was thinking more about it, about myself on the journey, what I really realized, my superhero, my artist and savage, is what his superpower is. Because every superhero has a superpower, right? So my superpower is to be a master communicator. God gave me this vision of artist and savage. And now I see that I am supposed to be a master communicator for the message of God. And He didn't make it easy for me because I speak two languages. I speak Russian and I speak English. And I have both of these languages in my head at the moment. And it's, I don't know how my communication skills are, but I am going to be a master communicator. Thank God I'm not Chinese. That probably would have been even harder. So that's that. But think about it. Why does God give us these visions, these wild dreams, these seemingly unreachable goals that we have? Is it just so that we can daydream about it during our lunch break and then go back to the job that we do not enjoy? Or is it because He's trying to say this thing that you fear most, this thing where you doubt yourself most, is exactly where I want you to go? I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. For example, some people are dreaming the same dreams that I'm dreaming and like having the same wild goals, ideas, but a lot of people have completely different wild dreams and ideas that God gave them. And again, it's not just to entertain you. He's telling you this thing you fear most, this is what you got to do. He's showing you the map. He's going to meet you there. Listen, last thing I want to tell you guys. God asked me to tell you to follow your bliss, to be courageous, to follow your bliss and live the life that you are meant to be living. Be you how you imagine yourself in your wildest, most unrealistic dreams. Step into that doubt, step into that fear, step into this, I don't know how I'm going to make this happen. Yes, it's a journey. And God is going to meet you on that journey. He's going to find you on that journey and He's going to guide you through it.